So what I've created here is a pretty strong lineal actuator. You can see the screw mechanism there. I'm going to push the button, rotation one way and then rotation the other way, which gives the lift or the lower. Now it's not a quick action. The speed of it is in direct compensation to the strength, and the setup that I have there can lift 150 kilos plus straight up, which is what I'm after. Now you can see the spacing there in that piece closing up. So that's it closed up there, and that's him in the squatting sort of position. Now what you've got to remember is that this that rusty piece of metal that you can see there, sort of thing that it's welded to, that will actually be underneath the wooden base. So when he's actually in a squat position, his legs will actually be bent quite a bit more than they are there now. Because the base will come pretty much to the top of where that electric motor is. The platform idea that I've had is basically to hide the mechanism piece behind one of the legs, and from the front you can't really see the lifting mechanism at all. We've got a pretty substantial piece of metal there that goes to the mounting plate. There'll then be another piece that actually comes off this as well, which will actually go up to actually support the shoulder structure, and you can see how he's slunched over there at the moment. That'll be the option where he can either be slunched over, or I can add in the mounting piece for when he's in the standing position. He'll be nice and straight and upright. So the mechanism is yet to be all prettied up, but what we've got here is a 240 volt motor. The motor has come out of an old treadmill, and it's part of the tilt mechanism in a treadmill. You can see the original screw there, that's the original grub screw. The original grub screw was way too short, so what I've actually done, extended it with a piece of thread bar, which slowed down the lifting of it a little bit. But in the scheme of things, I'm not really worried about how fast or slow it actually goes up or down. I've got, again, a 240 volt momentary switch, and it's set up in such a way that at the moment it's doing nothing. One way goes up, the other way goes down, and I will disguise that into the rubble and that sort of stuff as well, like I've done with the other switches. So front on, that's what he looks like. You can see that the mechanism is hidden fairly well behind the leg, and I've sort of got to start coming around to the side before you can see it there. The ropes that are in the way there, again, are just purely there as a safety measure because he is slumped over a little bit, but the counterbalance of it seems to be working quite well. And I've given it a bit of a push on the back, and it doesn't look like it's going to have any topple over issues at all, so I'm quite happy with that as well at the moment. That's him again, just from a different angle, and again I think you can see that mechanism will be hidden quite well. You're actually seeing a lot more of the pyramid shape there at the bottom, a lot more of that. The motor and all that sort of stuff will be completely hidden, and with the rubble and stuff that I'll actually be adding to the base, I'm pretty sure that I'll actually hide that all together. And he should look like a freestanding character that's really not being held up by anything. That's kind of the goal that I'm going for. So that's him lifted back up to the standing position, and again that's just from the other angle. This is the first time I've actually been able to test the slouch in his spine to actually get that arch in his back, and I'm actually quite happy with the way that looks. So really quickly, that's him roped up into his standing position again. I'll do a quick video of the motion test so that you guys can see how it works. I'll post a little bit more on the shoulder mechanism once I've actually got that sorted out and done. But that's the update for this time, guys. Hope you like this one. Talk to you next time.